Good day, students. Welcome to Patricia High School Asaba e-learning program. I am Mr. Jude, your chemistry teacher. Today we'll be looking at the topic called particulate nature of matter. We all are aware that matter is defined as anything that has mass and that can occupy space. Today we are going to look at the definition of matter fully, what matter is all about, the changes that occur in matter, and so on. The class is actually Chemistry SSS1 and the topic is particulate nature of matter. Let's now define matter. We define matter as any substance that can occupy space and equally has mass. All living and non-living things are made up of matter. Both our sandals, our desk, our pencil, ruler, our bed, our clothes, they are all examples of matter, undoubtedly. Now, these matters are undergo changes. We are going to look at the changes that occur in this matter. Principally, we have two changes that occur in matter, namely physical change, and the second one is the chemical change. Sometimes these two changes can equally occur simultaneously, like in candle. When candle is burning, both of them are equally taking place. We're going to look at the one after the other now, physical change. When a change occurs and new substance is formed, such a change is called physical change. That is formation of new substance from the parent one. It is usually reversible. It's said to be a change in form only. For instance, when you get ice, a solid substance, it melts down to liquid melting. It can equally go back to the solid, can freeze back without any new substances. For it's all about change in form. As another one is chemical change. This is a change in which new substance is formed, unlike that of physical change where no new substance is formed. It's usually difficult, if not impossible, to reverse. It can also be called chemical reaction because both when the reaction occurs, new substance actually is formed. Example, for instance, if you bring your book and burn it, or a material and burn it, go back to ash. That ash cannot be reversed back to the book. That is a type of chemical change. What are the differences between physical and chemical change? We are going to look at them. If I can equally arrange them in a tabular format. In physical change, no new substance is formed, while in chemical change, a new substance is formed. The change is easily reversible in physical change, while it is difficult in reversibility for the chemical change. There is little energy change during a physical change, while in chemical change, it's often associated with large form of energy, to give out the product. Yes, we look at the elements now. Element is a substance which cannot be split into two or more simpler substances by any known chemical process. We have about 118 known elements, some found naturally in their pure form, while others in their combined impure form called ore. Yes, some of the examples of these elements have hydrogen, chlorine, oxygen, carbon, nitrogen, and very many of them. Yes, these are some of the examples of elements. Now look at the compound. A compound is a substance containing two or more elements chemically combined together. It is usually formed by a chemical reaction, between elements. It is entirely new substance, different in properties from the constituent element. For instance, sodium chloride, NaCl, is actually the two constituent elements that are sodium and chlorine. Sodium has its own different property, but when they are combined with chlorine, it gives a entirely different property called sodium chloride, a common salt. And that's it. We have a mixture now. A mixture contains two or more different substances. It could be elements or compound or both, which are physically combined. It is formed by physical change and can easily be separated into constituents by physical means. For instance, something like petroleum now can equally the constituent elements or the derivatives can be separated. We have air, we have lager beer, and all that. These are some of the examples. So our assignment will be write out the constituents of the following mixtures. The air, what are the constituents of air? Like lager beer, what are the constituents of lager beer? Yes, please do not fail to do this. We wish you the best while we hope to see you on Monday by the grace of God. Stay safe and be of good conduct. Thank you and God bless you.